Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 267 for the, let's go with the 22nd of September 2024. My name's Flo Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
And
Yo.
what a week. It's a long week. A week is a long time in politics, they say. Well, a week is a long time in... we should have talked about the Emmys. Do you know the funny thing is...
We missed the Emmys last week. Unbelievable.
We missed the Emmys, I know.
Yeah.
Do you remember we talked... So the problem is we talked about the Emmys 11 billion years ago.
Yeah, it feels as if it was just yesterday.
The nominations, I think, came out in July.
Right, okay.
And we talked about who we thought would win.
Oh, so we've got a wee predictions.
So we actually have a wee prediction spreadsheet that we're going to go through with the winners and the losers.
Ah, cool.
So we're going to do that.
I like that.
See, it's almost like we planned these things.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm currently just...
You're looking a bit Martin Freemanish there, sitting there.
I'm in a bed sitting in Liverpool.
It's like slowing from his cell in Brixton.
That's me doing Martin Freeman impersonations because he always does that.
He's got something wrong with his nose, doesn't he?
His nose, yeah. But it's the haircut as well.
We'll not get into that.
This is better than what it used to look like. We won't go into that one. Anyway, how was your week?
Good.
I mean, we saw each other on Tuesday and
we Thursday. Did. A funeral, which wasn't great, but it was nice. We send off for our friend's dad. Nice time and a good catch up as well. So I always take the good from the bad of these things, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you know. Yeah, so it was good. And been off work. It's the September weekend here, so we just kind of did a long walk into Prestwick.
Nice.
Had a wee bite to eat, wee pint, and then back here.
Very nice.
So yeah.
Yeah. We've got people are just falling ill left, right, and centre. That's why I'm hiding out in the dark. To be honest, keep away from people.
Keep away.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't want the old Lorgie, whatever it is.
Salem's Lot. You know,
exactly,
floating your window. Let me in, Dad. Let me in.
Exactly, yeah. And then Mark Singer will appear. Not Mark Singer. It wasn't Mark Singer. It was David Soul. Mark Singer.
David Soul, yep.
David Soul will appear.
Well, we never spoke about the new trailer that's come out for that. We should talk about that later.
Salem's Lot. Yeah.
If we remember, we might forget by the time we get to the end of the podcast. But anyway, we'll see.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. See if we remember.
Yep.
Should we get into the tea?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's run the intro. Did you enjoy Time Bandits?
What?
You know the TV show with Taika Waititi's Time Bandits.
I did. I've not finished it yet, though. I did fall away from it.
Yeah,
but I know what you're going to say.
It's cancelled.
It's been cancelled.
54 days after the release. I think it's the quickest cancellation ever. Oh no, it can't be the quickest because I think something was cancelled. In fact, it was Firefly was cancelled 14 episodes in to the show. But yeah, that's quite quick for a cancellation. 54 days after the premiere, cancelled. There was a lot of behind the scenes controversy. Obviously, one of the characters, the actors, complained of mental abuse, certainly, and possibly physical abuse. I'm not quite sure, but there was a lot of those kind of allegations that were floating about the set.
Dubai.
It was so they leave halfway through. They just leave.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't come back, and I don't think it's mentioned that they've actually gone until the penultimate episode, and they're like, oh, what happened to so and so?
Because whatever it is, nobody noticed.
I got 3 episodes in, and I was like, I couldn't.
I am probably about the same actually, and I kind of fell away from it. But I think I'm going to try and finish it because I quite liked it, But I'm not surprised it's not continuing because it was Taika. Is he really going to? If he jumps ship, who's going to take over? It's one of those ones.
Exactly. I was going to say he's not really having a good run of things recently because the Thor: Love and Thunder wasn't well received. Our Flag Means Death wasn't well received. And now Time Bandits.
Glasgow wins as
Yeah.
well. Never really heard
right
it.
enough.
There wasn't a big
I think it's on
furore for that.
It's on Disney now, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, and yet he was the hottest thing since sliced bread. Even Rita Ora ended up marrying him.
That's right. Yeah. Who's Rita Ora?
She's a singer. You'll find out once you're here more often. Yeah, but I mean, it's not to say that if the showrunners leave that a show can't continue, because
that's true. I mean, Loki season 2 is a good example of that.
That's true. Yeah, Game of Thrones as well. Once that was done, and House of the Dragon came on, it wasn't DB Weiss and Tweedledum that did it. It was somebody else.
It's other people.
Yeah,
that's true.
It was one of the kind of the side guys. One of the producers that continued it. So,
and also arguably as well for Star Trek fans out there, Picard season 3 was much better than the previous 2 seasons.
Yeah,
and because they get rid of the showrunner after season 2, and they brought in another guy who clearly liked Star Trek, as opposed to the other guy that hated Star Trek. Yeah. There, I said it.
But I mean, I don't know what the viewing figures for Time Bandits were.
No. It was it got a 78% Rotten Tomatoes rating, which is pretty good. But it's gone.
It got a bit of hate at the beginning. It got a bit of hate at the beginning before it even released with the trailer. Where's the midgets? Where's the dwarfs?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be midgets and that. It doesn't need to be. So. Different Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which is dwarfs in the title.
Yeah, this is just Time Bandits.
Dwarfs
and like the characters weren't too bad. I really did. I wasn't really enamored with Lisa Kudrow's character.
I wasn't.
I didn't like her. I don't know whether it was her take or whether it was a direction thing or whatever it was. But I just didn't. I didn't really take to her character at all.
I thought she was really
the other ones were good though. The other guy, the guy that was the sort of navigator guy, kind of acted dumb most of the time, but he was actually quite smart. I quite liked him.
It could have been great, but I mean, it's a great premise for a TV show, really.
Yeah. But also quite expensive.
Yeah, expensive. I think that's a good point.
Quite expensive, and I think that might be the reason probably why it was cancelled. But that's Apple, isn't it? It was on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the first time that Apple's really, because I don't think there's another Constellation's not coming back. That's a one and done.
So neither is, yeah.
Yeah, which is a shame because it also, like Time Bandits, also ends in a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Dark Matter's coming back, though, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah, there's been no.
It's 10.
Only Mickey, shut it.
It's not even 10
Severance is coming back.
Yes, it is. Yeah, can't wait
next year. I think next year.
Again, that's quite cheap because I mean, effectively, it's a bottle episode every episode because they're only in that one room.
Yeah,
that's quite a cheap set as well. I mean, it's as minimal as an office as you can get.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just the acting chops of the people that are in the room that sells it for you,
and the concept, I suppose,
and the concept, yeah. So I mean,
that's
well
all you
done,
need.
Ben Stiller, for that one.
That was, I know. Aye, shocker.
Yeah.
He was a big producer of that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just that in a dream. That's all you need.
Yep. Or a waking nightmare, as Severance is.
Well, yeah.
Because one half of you never leaves the office.
I know it's weird. I can't wait to see the second season. Actually,
when you start thinking about it, it's the worst possible thing. It's like as soon as you leave the office, you're back in the office. So you get there's no rest for you. You might physically feel rested, but or maybe the doors go like that and it opens up again, and you get a hangover, and you're like, oh, yeah,
physically or not, physically,
it's
weird. It's a weird one.
Should we go over the Emmy noms? Let's do the Emmy noms.
Let's do it.
Okay. Let me share my screen in true one screen fashion.
The light isn't working again.
Doesn't it? It's not good.
Nah.
All right, here we go. Rubbish. All right. We got, how many do you think we got? So there was 9 categories. How many do you think we got right?
Oh God. 5, half, 50%.
50%. We actually got 7 right.
Oh,
between us, which
that's pretty good.
I think is actually pretty good for us.
That's pretty good.
Because I think the first time we did this a couple of years back, we got like 40%. So we're clearly tapped into the zeitgeist. So let's just go through it. Shogun won everything, basically.
Right.
I haven't finished it yet, unfortunately.
I finished Shogun. I fell away from that as well.
Yeah, but I fell away for a good reason, because I was moving countries and then moved back and then didn't move, and then it was just all a big mess.
Yeah, so that's true.
I'm gonna go back to it at some point. Yeah. But yeah, Shogun won Best Drama Series. We both said it should win because it was amazing. So it won. Yeah. Hiroyuki Sanada, he won for Shogun again. I think well deserved. I think the guy did a really good job in that role. Just top class. Just really good. I don't know. I mean, Idris Elba was okay in Hijack. I don't think he should have been nominated for it though.
Nah.
Same thing for Donald Glover. I thought he was good in it, but I don't think he should have been nominated for it. Walton Goggins, however, should have been nominated for it. Man. And he was.
He's
Gary Oldman. Really left. I mean, like that was a tough one. There's not going to be a Shogun next year, but there will be a Slow Horses. So, I mean, I think Gary Oldman should win it next year.
We are getting Shogun too, aren't
we? Yes, but not next year.
I think so. Yeah.
Because they're talking with the Cavell estate about extending the story. Because that's it. There's no more Shogun. That's it.
Yeah, of course. It was one book, wasn't it?
One and done. Yeah.
Big book.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see a second one. I think we'll rewatch the whole thing. Actually, start from the beginning, and me and Evan will watch it together.
Yeah. Actress in the drama series, Emma Sawai, won for Shogun. So she plays the translator / wife of the general. I guess he's like a general. Anyway, and she kind of gets in tow with the navigator, or the Anjin. Is that what it is? Anjin is the name of the navigator, or is the Japanese name for navigator? Anjin.
We're talking Japanese.
And she was in what's this joke again? Love and Monsters. The Godzilla one. What's it called? Legends and Monsters.
Cumbernauld.
Legends
and
Livingston. Life is for Livingston. That's what it was. All right, no, it's not. She was in the Godzilla TV show as well.
Oh yeah, that one. I fell away from that as well. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Jeez,
yeah. Here's one, and this is combined with a story. So best comedy series: Abbott Elementary, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Only Murders in the Building, Palm Royal, Reservoir Dogs, What We Do in the Shadows, The Bear, and Hacks. Hacks won it. Why is The Bear in there? It's not a comedy.
Oh, you're suggesting that's not a comedy?
It's not a comedy.
It's a 30-minute sitcom-sized drama, I would say. Mm-hmm. It's a drama. One of these dramedies, you know.
But it's not funny though.
It's got funny bits in it, but I wouldn't say it's a comedy.
Yeah, but The Wire had funny bits in it.
Yeah.
So did The Sopranos.
Yeah.
And it's not a comedy. Yeah. Just because you get funny bits in it doesn't mean to say that it's.
No, I know.
It's a comedy.
How do they define it then as a comedy? I wonder.
I don't know. That's what people are asking, because it actually comes into play later on in one of the other categories. So yeah, Hacks won best comedy series anyway. Acts in a comedy series, Jeremy Allen White won it for The Bear. again, not a comedy. So you had Matt Berry, who should have won it for What We Do in the Shadows. You actually had him down as winning it.
I had 4 votes down, and I still didn't pick the right one.
So I said it was probably going to be Larry David because it's the last season of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I was completely wrong, of course. But we both said, oh my God, it has to be Matt Berry. It was not Matt Berry. It was, in fact, Jeremy Allen White. Like, I can understand Jeremy Allen White winning it for...
Is he the main one?
No, he's...
The cousin?
He's the cousin. He's cousin, yeah.
Who's going to be in Fantastic Four?
And yes, he plays the Thing in Fantastic Four. Yeah. He's also in Andor as well.
Yeah, so yeah, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, he tries to double cross, doesn't he? Spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we guessed that it was going to be Jeremy Allen White, even though it's not a comedy.
Excellent.
Actress in a comedy series, Jean Smart for Hacks. I had no idea. I figured that Selena Gomez. She's great in Only Murders in the Building, but not really great actress.
I thought it'd be that girl from The Bear, right enough for that. I really did.
Yeah.
I don't know this Hacks. What is it?
I don't know. It's I think it's. I'm not entirely sure actually. I don't know. Wait, that's our homework for next week. We need to find the Hacks thing and see what it's all
if anybody
about.
knows in the chat, let us know.
Just let us know.
What is it?
Limited series or TV movie, Baby Reindeer.
Yeah.
I said Ripley because I really like Ripley, but yeah, I knew it was going to be Baby Reindeer. In my heart of hearts, I knew that was going to be the way.
Yeah.
Acts in a limited TV series or movie. Richard Gadd. Was he acting? He was kind of playing himself, but he did a really good job of it.
You can't play yourself,
Exactly, yeah. We both chose Andrew Scott because I thought that I personally thought that Andrew Scott that was a fantastic performance.
Brilliant.
He puts in a great performance. Everything he does, he just throws himself at the job. But I think he did a really good. It was an exceptional role that he did there, and I hope to God that Netflix goes like, you know what, we got the nomination, let's go make another one of these because there's like 5 or 6 Ripley books.
Yeah.
They should keep making. They should make them until he's 90. And then, yeah, exactly, yeah. And then you went with your namesake Jodie Foster for True Detective, and that, of course, won.
Although mine's spelt differently. I hate it when folks spell my name wrong.
I know.
With a Y.
I know. People spell mine with an E as well.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Slody.
E Sloan. So we did not too badly in that. Did pretty good.
In the dark.
No, what happened to your light?
It's a bit better.
Do you want to put 50p in the meter?
I think so. This light's hopeless.
You get a new light.
If it's not plugged in.
Do you know what USB is? Because mine's USB. We're talking USB lights.
I do. Sorry to break all the thing, but
the fourth wall.
I've got the fourth wall, but I've got my mic plugged into the USB, and I've got my webcam plugged in, and I've got no USBs left.
Oh, so you've only got 2 USBs.
Oh wait a minute, is that USB?
There's usually one on the other side, isn't
there? Bear with.
If only you had light with which to see if that was a USB port.
I might be plugging this into an HDMI port.
Oh, that'd be fun. I did that once. I was livid with myself when I found that out. I plugged it into the network port.
I can't see because I've not got my glasses, but I think that might be HDMI. It isn't. That's a USB.
There you go.
We have light.
Amazing.
In a minute.
Amazing.
Right, folks. Get yourself excited.
Here we go. Brighter than 1,000 suns.
It's one of the old school USBs, and there's only 2 ways to put it in, and every time I try and do it, I get it in the wrong way. Why is that?
Everyone does. It doesn't matter whether it's the right way or not, it's still the wrong way.
All right.
Sorry, I'm wriggling away tonight, and I do apologise for those of you watching at home. It's because I'm on the floor and it's quite uncomfortable, but needs must. The show must go on.
Wow. Is that working?
I don't know if that is. Is that bright?
It's charging. It's charging. I think it might suddenly just go bright anyway.
Okay. Cool. It's very exciting. Need to lie down after that. So Donald Glover says that him and his brother, Donald Glover and Donald Glover's brother, are writing the new Lando movie. But I thought it was cancelled. Did we not report 2 weeks ago that it was cancelled?
Well, it sounds like it's happening now. He's came on and he said, we want to make it, put the fun back into Star Wars again.
Right.
And I know what he means. I mean, let's get a bit of swashbuckle back in there as opposed to all this, this. I think that's what the Star Wars fans want, but it's hard to tell, isn't it, what they bloody want? Because, you give them.
Apparently, no singing, no witches.
Well, it's like, you're like, oh, why does it always have to be the same characters? Let's get introduce new characters. Oh, they're all lesbians. What's that all about? Which they aren't, by the way, but they're witches. Anyway, let's not start that again. So I can see them kind of. I thought they'd maybe have a break from Star Wars for a bit after the Mando, movie comes out.
Yeah.
Or is the Mando movie the start of more Star Wars movies? Maybe.
Don't know. I mean, the Rey movie, that's happening, isn't it?
It's supposed to be happening.
Is it though?
It's supposed to be happening.
Okay.
So maybe we're going to get Rey, Lando, and Mando. Rey, Lando, Mando. It's pretty cool, actually.
Lando, and Mando.
No,
Mando, Rey, and Lando doesn't matter.
I don't know. I think we're getting Mando first, though. It's went a wee bit quiet about Rey, hasn't it?
It's a wee bit quiet. That's what I'm worried about. Is that it's not going to happen?
Is it happening? Yeah.
Is it going to be a big budget musical?
Let's hope so.
Busby Berkeley, you heard it here first.
So I just wish they would. Like we said that before, but I just wish they wouldn't announce stuff or other people on their behalf, on behalf of Lucasfilm, would announce stuff and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It happens too many times. Gets their hopes up and then nothing happens.
And nothing happens.
And Star Wars is getting such slagging these days. It's just not funny. Anyway.
Who knew popcorn buckets? I'll tell you who. My wife. He said, "You mark my words, popcorn buckets. That'll be the next collectible item thing." And that was well before this, because Disney World started to do collectible. Have you seen the there's a Stormtrooper collectible bucket, and it's basically the Stormtrooper with the three kind of blood on it and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, really?
And it's a popcorn bucket.
The Finn one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Good luck getting that. So this is the Venom, the latest popcorn bucket.
Well, this is continuing the sort of trend just now with Dune. Started the trend, I think, didn't it?
That's right. Yeah, with the sandworm.
Yeah, and then Deadpool Wolverine. I did get one by the. No, it was a popcorn. It was a drinks
thing. Yeah,
thing I got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they don't really do the popcorn buckets over in the UK, do they?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. More of a Merkin thing.
I don't know if you can get them on eBay or whatever. I'm sure you probably can. People will be selling them for
thousands
on eBay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get in fast, folks.
Yeah.
So I suppose Venom has been fairly successful compared to Mobius and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's not. I don't know. This might be the most limited one because it's not going to be $1 billion movie.
No, I can't imagine it's going to be $1 billion movie now.
I would definitely buy this one if you're going to buy any. because there's not going to be a lot of people as many people going to see this as there were Wolverine, Deadpool Wolverine. So
I think it's you and me that like these Venom movies, and that's it. I don't think anyone else does.
No, I think people do like them. Do not. I like Tom Hardy throwing anything. He's just great.
Yeah,
it's terrific.
Great and Legend as well. Plays 2 characters.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Great in Peaky Blinders as well. When he's in it, he's the best thing in it, definitely. Yeah. Well, I mean, this one does look good as well. It's the third in the franchise, so they've kind of built traditionally. Those, they should build and keep building financially.
Yeah.
So there should be more bums and seats than there were for the first one. So,
do you think that's true though?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well, that should be the trend. Put it that way.
I don't know if it is. I think when you do the first one, then there's a kind of diminishing returns. Like the first one does $1 billion, the next one will do 750, the next one will do 500.
No, because it's a kind of continuation of the story. So if you like the first one, you're going to go.
But what if you don't like the first one?
Oh, well, if you don't like the first one, then you're gubbed.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Although James said he liked The Crow, so. But then I'm not
sure.
Said
he liked Axel F as well, so.
I think James is. I don't know. He's enjoying.
And he said he liked Rebel Moon as well.
He seems to be enjoying everything right now. He's in a happy place.
James, I think you're starved for content. I think that's what it is. And
he's just loving it.
You're determined to find joy in everything. I don't think there's much. Having watched Rebel Moon now twice, the first one, and then once the other one, I have to say.
This is a film Slim hates. Anyway.
This is a film I hate, and I've watched it 3 times. There's no honestly the only redeeming quality is Francis. That's it.
Yeah. The bad guy.
Bad Scream.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. Everyone else, no.
Yeah.
Corey Stalls with his hurdy-gurdy accent. I'm going to be very patronising to everyone from the Scandinavian countries. But you're terrible.
Sweden as well.
I know, and no one speaks like that. That's the thing. No one speaks like that. So I don't know where he's getting his accent from, because it's certainly not with the people I met there. They were all very nice, and they all had very received pronunciation type.
Do you know that there's a big game expo in Norway? It's one of the biggest outside of the United States.
I did not know that. No.
Yep. There's a lot. You were saying to me that there's a big the percentage of game developers are
there's more.
So.
There's more game developers in Malmö, Sweden, than there is in Denmark and Norway combined.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people. So 2.
I suppose it makes sense that Norway.
There's a lot more there. Yeah.
Norway's got a sort of game expo in Norway.
Yeah. But I mean, Gamecom is Germany as well, and that's quite central to Europe as well.
Mm-hmm. I think
that's where a lot of
I could be wrong.
That's basically GDC. Well, it's not quite GDC, but it's more kind of like E3 type thing. Gamescom.
Mm-hmm. I was watching a thing,
but a lot of business gets done there.
I was watching a thing this week on YouTube, and the guy he said it was the biggest, so maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyway. You don't come here for facts, guys.
Maybe the biggest Norway. There's also MIGS as well, which is the Montreal International Game Show.
Oh, but that's Canada.
Exactly. But they say that's the biggest one, which I think is the biggest one in Canada.
But this is the biggest one outside America.
Of course, there's this one. PAX,
yeah.
This T-shirt is 9 years old now. I just realised.
Yeah.
2015.
Norway's expensive, though. Norway's expensive.
Probably wash it.
You're talking T-shirts. I'm talking about Norway.
I know. Let's talk reviews of things. So, Agatha came out this week, dropped 2 episodes. It currently has.
Well, we got two big drops. One from DC, one from Marvel. Two big
Yes, we did.
drops.
Yes.
Two big droppings.
Two big droppings of secondary or even tertiary, in the case of Agnes, characters as well. So
Yeah, you're right,
Penguin,
actually. Yeah, not even main characters, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Good point.
And the chart go like that.
Yep.
For those of you watching a black and white television set, I showed my chart in upward motion.
Using his hand.
Using my hand like that.
And his arm.
Like the Tower of London, Tower Bridge in London.
But just one of them. One arm.
Yeah. So Agatha got an 80% reviewer rating and 81% audience rating.
Roughly, something like that.
Roughly.
It might have changed now. But
yeah, might have changed. And also Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve story, 100% both.
Yeah, that looks emotional though. That
good. Does look quite emotional, yeah.
I saw the trailer for that. It looks good.
Yeah.
I can imagine that's going to be really good. Really, really emotional. Especially if you're sort of our age growing up watching that. And if you're younger, those movies and Superman, Christopher Reeves.
Aye.
Yeah.
And
is it Reeves or Reeve? Is it Reeve?
It is
George Reeves was the
George Reeves and Christopher Reeve.
Aye. George Reeves was the black and white guy.
Aye. The way I remember it is it's Christopher Reeve and it's George Reeves. That's how I remember it.
George Reeves was the sort of dad bod version of Superman, wasn't he?
Aye, he was, yeah.
He was a sort of bumbling about, drinking beer.
Yeah.
He was the kind of if Superman had
let himself go
in Superman 3 when he had the kryptonite plus tar.
The kind of bizarro Superman type thing. Yeah.
Aye, correct. Yeah. He's a bit like that, but a good version.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. He also didn't fly. I don't think he flew in the show. I think he just leapt tall buildings in the Christopher
jumped
Reeves.
About.
In the George Reeves one. Yeah. I think he did that kind of type thing.
That's it.
And then the start rolling and then he just jumped up and then landed kind of thing.
I like the animations though back in was it the 1940s or 30s? They're really quite advanced. The Superman animations, remember them?
No,
they're on YouTube. I know we don't remember them but they're on YouTube as well.
But anyway, so that Christopher Reeve one, the Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve story, PG-13, now playing 144 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour 44 minutes, which is almost in the Goldilocks zone for me of movies.
Me too.
100%. And then the Penguin, which just started on HBO and also Sky Atlantic. Is that right?
Sky Max, it's called now.
Sky Max. Oh, is it Sky Max now? All right.
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that got 94% average tomato meter, and then the popcorn meter is 89%. So that's a really good score as well. So obviously the audiences are liking this new stuff then.
Yeah. Did you get to, we'll talk about it later probably, but did you get to see the Penguin at all?
No, I haven't. No, we don't have HBO Max or anything that we could watch.
Is David not getting now TV?
He might do. I don't know.
It may be on that. Maybe on that. I
don't know. It's a really. I'm a bit. Yeah, I can't watch my football because it's a Roku box and Roku doesn't have DAZN on it.
Oh, I'll need to speak to Darren. He can get all the sports, all those sports.
Yeah.
Not in the dodgy sense, I don't think. I think he's got a.
So the thing is that it's to do with, so this is directly to DAZN. Apparently, when you submit your Roku application thing, you need to tell it what territories you allow it for, and they just haven't allowed it for the UK.
Right.
So DAZN developers are saying it's a problem with Roku, and Roku's like, you haven't checked the button. We can see you haven't checked the button. Check the button. So please, DAZN, check the button.
There's definitely a website that you can subscribe to, and you can get your sports. You know,
I can watch it. I can watch it on the iPad.
Aye.
I can go to the DAZN app, but I can't watch it on a big TV.
Can you not cast it in the telly?
Comes alight. Maybe. I don't know though, because it's an iPad I've got. And iPads are a bit funny.
Oh, they're a bit funny, aren't they? I don't think you can use an iPad with a projector.
I'm tempted to just order an Apple TV, to be honest, because it's got a cool feature which I really like, which is the your partner has just asked you, "What did they say?" and you go,
Huh?
"What did they say?" and it rolls it back 15 seconds, turns the volume up a wee bit, and then puts the subtitles on, and then plays the last 15 seconds.
But we're at that age, aren't we? The amount of times I've done that to Evelyn and Evelyn's done that to me. It's been
yeah, exactly.
Worth doing.
We were watching the Menendez thing, and he said, "What did he say?" And I went,
I don't know.
The worst thing is,
is that because you zoned out though, or you were?
Well, exactly, because because sometimes you're watching a TV show and then you're going like, I wonder if I left the iron on, like one of those things, and you just kind of zone out, or like they mention something, you go, oh yeah, I remember playing Pac-Man, and then you don't catch the next line. I think he mentioned soap at one point, and I was like, oh, do you know what soap I miss is Zest? And he missed the next line. It's like one of those things.
High karate.
Exactly. Oh, who does? By Menon. Remember that?
No.
Is it not Insignia?
Insignia.
By Menon.
Oh yeah.
And now there's new Insignia, and it's all over now.
Yeah, that's right.
That's Axe, basically. They basically did that. They were Axe before, or Lynx, or whatever it is.
Oh, are they now? Are they?
I mean, they were before Axe was a thing.
I suppose it is, because they do. I don't know why the hell we're talking about this, but anyway, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Look, we've taken it too far, Sloan. Now we're talking about,
I know.
Shampoo. Come on.
Did you know that Tamagotchi is going to get its own UK stores now? That sales have doubled in Britain. They sold 2 instead of 1.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not a joke. They're getting a store. It's apparently that it's going from strength to strength. It's got Wi-Fi and stuff like that, and you can play online with your friends and things. Now, because it used to just be, it was like a little 6502 with like a little crappy dot matrix display, but it's got like a higher resolution screen, and you can do more interaction stuff with things online. I'm assuming there'll be sort of micropayments in there as well. Because most of these things tend to have
more of these, these sort of pets.
The Tamagotchi things.
Yeah, because surely the technology must have advanced significantly to sort of get a pet that's actually, I don't know, following you around or whatever.
Well, they're called cats.
Oh no! Well, I know. I'm talking digital pets that don't need fed.
Oh right, okay, right. Aye.
Yeah.
Well, they do need fed. Digital.
Well, digital food. Yeah.
Aye. Uh-huh.
And that's where the money comes in. You need to buy digital food.
Yeah. Special food, because you want to get them to explode into the next version of the character or whatever.
It'll be bites that you need to buy.
Bites, aye, yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, yeah.
BYTEs.
And nibbles with a Y.
Pardon?
Nibbles. NYBBLES. Nibbles. A nibble, and this is true. A nibble, NYBBLES, is half a bite, so it's 4 bits. That's what a nibble is.
That's it. Really?
I'm not joking. You can look it up and comment below. But yeah, a nibble is 4 bits.
Oh.
So
we're talking nibbles.
We're talking nibbles. Nibbles, I said. The Office is getting a reboot, which came out of nowhere. Why is this out of nowhere? I don't understand. So it's the Australian Office.
Yeah, I'd heard about this before, but how many? Is it necessary?
No, probably not.
Let's move on then.
Okay.
There is a trailer. There is a trailer.
There is a trailer. Yeah, let's watch the official trailer for it.
And I think it's a female boss, as is the way now these days, which is fine, obviously.
It's fine. As he says in Friday Night Dinner, a female.
We're going to start watching Friday night dinner as a family now.
Oh, you should. It's really good.
Definitely.
All right, here we go. So this is
Get announcement. Can I have a drum roll, please? The drum roll, Lloyd.
The Ricky Gervais one and the American one must have been big in Australia, though.
Great
Must
boss.
have been, yeah.
Seems a bit odd to reboot this now.
It's a very, very similar
This is a proper HR
looking office as well.
Oh, yeah.
As of today, we are
Absolutely.
all back in the office full
You
time.
can kind
This is
of
him.
That's not
see
good
who's
news.
who as well. You know.
Yeah. Well, they said it's new
Promoting
characters.
to
But
productivity manager.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I
dear.
want to support the vision of my branch
Yeah.
manager at all costs.
So you can tell
Is this the
she's
dark web?
the
No,
Dwight.
it's
the
not the
Nazi
dark
merchant.
web. You said
Aye,
Lizzie?
Dwight
True.
Schrute.
The perks of coming to work: riling up Lizzie, flirting.
Oh, yeah, there
watching
you go.
Nick rile up Lizzie.
What's his name?
My crow's name is Russell.
Hello, Rusty. How are you, mate?
No.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Okay, they did this in
We lost one of our own last week.
Brian
Superstore as
We
well.
were so close. He's always in my
That
heart.
Superstore
Oh, so
wasn't
he
a
the
bad
true
show,
one?
actually.
Yeah.
It was
No,
pretty
he
good.
was the
Great
short
show.
and smiley one.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
What nationality is he?
What sexual identity is he? Doesn't feel relevant, does it?
Panic.
All right, okay, that's enough of that.
I don't know. Maybe all right. Don't know. But
Maybe
like I
fine.
say, it's been done.
We've done it.
Maybe what-
We've done
you
it
know-
before. There's a you can watch the German version of it as well if you want.
Yeah,
Apparently, it's quite good.
yeah. There's loads of different versions of it.
There's a Russian
BBC
version as well.
The BBC, is there? Oh, crikey. Well, I mean, the BBC version with Ricky Gervais did 2 seasons and a special, which was effectively a 3rd season, really.
It did a kind of
Um,
spiritual successor as well, the David Brent on the road as
It was
well.
a movie. Yeah, a movie.
Yeah.
The US one thrashed it to death for about 24 seasons or something, didn't they?
It was 9. Stop exaggerating.
I told you, I found.
Honestly, it was great. It was its own show. It was really
I
good.
don't know. I know. I turned into its own show. I think
Yeah.
But
Because the first half a season was pretty much the British Office,
yeah,
and then they started getting it was very Faulty Towers.
Mm.
Like a lot of kind of if he just explained himself. Like I love those. If he just explained himself, everything would be
Yeah.
fine.
yeah.
And that was kind of what David Brent was as well, I guess.
Yeah. I remember James blasted it not that long ago
Mhm.
as well.
Blasted
And
through
I
it,
have,
not
I have,
blasted.
I have watched episodes of it, but I've not really got
Laughed at
into it that much.
Yeah. Well, you should.
I like
So which,
Ricky Gervais one.
let's watch a wee bit of this one here. This trailer. Here we go.
We are going to watch the first season.
Oh, again?
Yeah, Evelyn didn't watch it at all.
Mhm.
We watched the reality TV show version, and she loved it. So yeah,
Nice.
before the
Nice.
new one comes out, that'll be
Yeah.
cool.
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 That's it. That's all we got. Shall we hit the old what you watching?
Yeah.
Alrighty. You first.
What?
You first.
Okay. Finished finished old Nicole Kidman.
The old perfect couple.
Perfect couple.
Couple,
That was a bit of a silly ending, I thought.
Or was it?
Yeah,
Fine,
it was a kind of who done it all the way through, and then
How are you?
I wasn't that sure about the way it ended. But anyway, hey ho. Up to that point, it was good though. I did enjoy it. Friday movie night was World's End. Simon Pegg, Shaun of the Dead crew, and all that.
Yep.
Good movie. Not the best out of the 3. Everyone's
I've
probably
got to
seen it.
say,
Do you like it?
it's probably Hot Fuzz, At World's End, and Shaun of the Dead for
Really?
me. Yeah,
I'll
bit
go-
controversial that.
I'll go Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, World's End.
Yeah, World's
for me.
End. Yeah, I think there's Sam and I watched it a lot when we were in Canada, and it stands up. Yeah,
good film, but just not as good as the other two, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned I watched Outlast, didn't I? I finished that.
Yeah, I finished Outlast as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it again. Maybe not as good as the first season.
It was certainly. I mean, I think it's the problem with like Alone as well. Is if you've got, it's basically a war of attrition at one point. At a certain point, I do look like Martin Freeman. That's all I can see now is me looking like Martin Freeman.
I know. God, I tell you.
It's a war of attrition, so it's like who can stay the longest out in the wilderness. I think they need to have a couple of bears on the island or something. I don't know what they need to do next time. But they got to kind of spice it up.
There was a bear
somehow.
at one point.
Well, there was a bear in
Baby bear.
the first season. Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, the second season.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Which they totally skirted over because I thought there was the mum.
Right, where's the mummy? Yeah.
Usually there's always a mum kicking about.
Yeah, I think that there needs to be a bit more controversy. Like I felt as well that the teams.
Well, it started off very controversially the way that dude.
Oh, that guy! Yeah,
stole the
episode 1.
tins. And I was thinking, all right, I've seen the first season. This is how it's going to go down. And the other ones were like, whoa, no, that's not how we're playing this.
No.
Whereas maybe they should have played it that way, and it went all out.
Yeah, all out
All
warfare.
out war. Yeah. Because the first season, that female.
The female.
I did this last time, didn't I? The female of the species who was in that Outlast.
Are you seeing a female?
The lady.
A female, Dad.
Anyway, she was really sort of sly and kind of conniving.
Not very nice person.
No. We've watched a few things the same actually because
I've
been watching the Monsters as well.
Monsters, watch that.
The two brothers.
How far are you up? I'm 4 episodes in. I'm
only 2. I'm only 2
episodes.
Right,
okay.
Yeah, I'm not that far.
Right.
I'm trying to catch up with Evelyn because she started watching it before me, and I was like, I want to watch that.
Oh dear.
It's the same crowd that made the Jeffrey Dahmer.
It feels that the first couple of episodes felt a bit kitschy to me compared to the Jeffrey, like a little bit more kind of tongue in cheek kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's clearly there's a gruesome murder in it, but even like there's a bit with the psychiatrist, like it's almost played for laughs.
I know what you mean, but I think there was elements of that in Dahmer as well. The way that was done. I like the tone of it actually. I
like the brothers actually. The guys that play the brothers, because they're actually quite similar to the characters.
Well, that's what
they look physically like them.
They do.
Yeah,
they're interesting characters, aren't they? Them too.
Mm-hmm.
And Javier Bardem, the dad, is an absolute horror.
He is. He's
deserves
a
what he got.
nice character. Yeah.
Well,
maybe not. I mean,
you know.
He doesn't deserve to be blown away by a shotgun.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't deserve that.
No.
Yeah, but it's really interesting, really good. It reminds me of who's the guy that does.
Here we go.
Here we go, folks. It's that time.
Set your clocks.
The director, Adam,
Mackay.
Did the Big Short, and he did
Mackay.
All right, Adam Mackay. Sorry. You said that I'd do that as well. You shout out that, so I just keep going.
You just keep going. I'm like Mackay.
Right, Adam Mackay reminds me a wee bit of his stuff as well.
A wee bit, yeah. I can see that kind of big short kind of thing. Actually, maybe that might be a way to go. Is the kind of breaking the fourth wall and explaining things. I don't know. I sometimes I like that kind of.
Yeah, because he was
I think the
involved in it.
guy's pretty good at that because he does it with
Yeah.
like the laundromat.
Yeah. Was he
I think
not
he did it with
involved in
laundromat as
Ham
well.
and
Oh no, he
Tommy?
definitely did it with laundromat because Gary Oldman breaks character in a lot in that with Puss in Boots. Antonio Banderas.
Crikey. We're going Puss in Boots. So yeah. Really good. Really enjoying that.
Mm.
Something else. What else was it? Oh yeah, of course, Agatha.
Agatha. Yeah.
Agatha. Well, Penguin I watched. Penguin, let's start with that because we've watched Agatha together.
Yep.
Penguin, first episode. People are calling this the greatest comic
The
book
greatest DC ever.
TV
even
thing
better
ever.
than the Joker, they're saying.
Calm down. We're one episode in, you know. Yes, it's a good start, but everybody
It can
chill
all go
out. You know?
bombastic.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
How many times has that been? She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Anyone?
True. Yeah. That was not good.
Falcon, Winter Soldier.
Oh.
The first episode was the best one. The rest of it was crap. Anyway, two bad examples, I know, but it's a very solid start to the show. Let's just say that, and it's very in keeping with Matt Reeves, the Batman, and even references the Batman at the beginning of it.
Because it's 2 weeks after the events of the movie.
Yeah, it's the flood that the Riddler caused. And the Batman's mentioned, the Riddler's mentioned. So nice tie-in and really good start.
Cool.
And Wanda, 2-episode premiere.
Agatha.
Sorry, Agatha. Do you know my problem?
The thing is, you mentioned it. So you mentioned it in the messenger chat as well. You said, "Oh, don't forget Wanda." I'm like,
"Oh,
no, I won't."
I see it as being the Wanda 2, though. That's funny.
Yeah. Did you see the end of the title? There was the title card came up for the detective show, and it said based on Wanda Vision, Dutch TV show.
Because it's have you seen any of those? They're not Dutch. They're Scandinavian shows.
It's a Scandinavian show, but it's like the bridge and
all those shows. Yeah,
and it's like
really
the mayor of or the mayor of Easttown or whatever it is,
like that as well. Yeah,
a bit like that.
Yeah. Do you know the other one I always get mixed up with is Andor and Rogue One.
Oh yeah,
always get them mixed up as well.
You can see that. Yeah. So I'm going to try and sit this way so that I'm not going into cramp
or intrigued. Two. I wasn't sure.
Two very different episodes.
Very different episodes.
By the way, Annery was having none of the first episode because she's like, she's a terrible actress. I'm going like, she's not a terrible actress. She's playing a terrible actress.
That was my problem as well.
Difficult one, yeah.
That was my problem as well. And then episode 2 happened, and I'm like, right, okay.
Oh, there she is.
I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a problem with the first episode, I have to say. But the second episode's definitely. And I know I see what they're trying to do. Yeah. But I don't know if it quite worked. But
I think it is. I liked it. I liked the whole thing where it's like residual magic, and it's like a sort of follow on from the shows, and so she's like stuck in this thing. I love the bit where it's like, this isn't a car, is it? I like that line. That was good.
I mean, I suppose it's the same similar beginning to Wanda, but it's just not a black and white TV sitcom. She's stuck in. It's it's kind of similar beginning.
TV show from the 2000s.
Yeah. And that was a slow burner, you and I were like, where the hell is this going? I mean, I think there were three episodes in, and they were still in black and white.
Yeah.
Sitcom world.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, and James was, he was the only one that wasn't cynical as usual.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's still my favourite. So I'm got high hopes for this.
I think it's like going bold. I think is a good play for Marvel because they've sucked at not going bold. Like, Secret Invasion was a terrible show because
Yeah.
like even in there's a bit in Secret Invasion where the you never saw it, but the president is on his own in a corridor making a phone call going, oh, you need to do this and that and the next thing, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. No one is around him. And then in not in WandaVision, God, I'm doing it now. And Agatha all along, there's a crowd scene. Like there's like cops and stuff around her, and then there's a bit where she's in the library and she's got like pushed past a line. There's like people in the line. The cop shop is like really busy. Like it just feels real. It feels like that's happening. Whereas in Secret Invasion, it was like there was like 2 people in every scene.
Oh, it's a better made show. I mean, I watched a bit of Secret Invasion, but this feels
2 episodes in. It's a better show.
Yeah. It looks better, feels better. Everything about it. Yeah.
Did you like the song?
The song?
There's a song. There's the song in episode 2. Go down the Witch's Road. The
near
of the Witch's Road thing.
In the second half of the second episode.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No, that was all right. I mean, as long as they don't overplay it. If they do it once, that's fine. But if they keep doing it, we'd have got to like do all that kind of stuff.
Well, we're in Acolyte territory, aren't we?
That chant is arguably the worst chant. I mean, it's a pretty bad lyric wise. But the Witch's Road one, it was stuck in my head for a day afterwards, so it was pretty good. I thought all the cast were great. It's good seeing Joanne Krupp again. The mum from that 70s show. She's really good.
Yeah.
Sashir Zamata as well. She's back in on TV because the last time I saw her, I think, was Saturday Night Live.
Right.
So it's nice seeing her again.
Who's she again?
She plays she's the black woman with the shaved head.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like the girl that's in it. She was in White Lotus.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yes, she's good. She's always good. There's something about her. I like her.
She's in a really serious movie where she plays she's like robbing bank. No, she's not robbing bank. She's robbing something or other. Like I don't know. I can't remember what it is, but she's really good in that. It's a very serious role. Let's check that out.
I know she's good in everything I've seen her in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Promising.
Loved it. Can't wait for episode 3 next week.
Yep.
And the only difference for me was I watched The Man with the Golden Gun. That was our Friday night movie. Actually, no, I watched Only Murders in the Building as well. Sorry.
Okay.
Which is ongoing. You need to watch that. But yeah, watch The Man with the Golden Gun. People's least favorite James Bond movie, and I would say for good reason. It's not a good movie. It's pretty.
Could it be made now? Would you say? Or would it be cancelled?
Yeah, no, definitely would have been cancelled. Yeah. He's let's just say he's a bit handsy with people.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, he was not happy, by the way. It was Guy Hamilton, the director, kept saying, just slap her. And Roger Moore's like, I don't think Bond would do that. And he's like,
do you know that 6 out of 7 dwarfs aren't happy? What? Anyway.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that's it. Do you have anything else? Did you watch anything?
This could be a tight hour. A wee tight hour.
It could be a tight hour, yeah. Let's see if we can get it to an hour. I don't think we can. So if you like what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and we will work our magic. And well, we won't work the magic, but YouTube will work this magic and let you know when there's timely reminders of when we put something new up. But if you liked what you saw, don't forget to smash that like button and share on social media because it really does help the channel, gets that news out there. And of course, as we say in YouTube land, all of this is free, doesn't cost you a penny, but we do appreciate it. We also appreciate you, the people who are watching live. Thank you very much for showing up on a Sunday evening.
Thanks, guys.
In Milwaukee in the rain.
Cheers, Alistair.
And you're calling people out now. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, Alistair.
Cheers.
And we will catch you in the next episode as soon as I can find the outro. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Yep.